to all my lovely viewers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kay's Kitchen. Today I am going to show you a recipe that everyone has been telling me that they really love because it's light and it's delightful, I guess. And obviously it is the month of Ramadan as well, so small little treats, nothing too heavy, is always appreciated in the household. But of course, anybody else who isn't even fasting, you guys can make this. It's very popular with families, especially with children. So what I am going to show you today is how to make churros. So I know some people like churros with the flavoring of cinnamon, so I will be showing you a step-by-step guide where you can add it. And for the people who are not very fond of it, which is me, I will be showing you obviously other means of using something nice and tasteful and sweet in them as well. So I won't delay it any longer, guys, and I will show you exactly how it's made.
So here are all the ingredients that we need. Pretty simple, guys. Starting off with the water and some plain flour, sugar, 2 eggs, unsalted butter, some chocolate, vanilla essence and double cream. We will need some piping bags. If you don't have that, you can use food bags, and you will need 2 of them at least. And I have a star nozzle here. If you don't have one at home, it's completely fine. You could just make a normal snip in the piping bag and use that. And here is some cinnamon powder, and I will show you when and where you can exactly use that, as I won't be using it in my recipe. So to start off with, we need a pan, and we need to place it on high heat, and we will add our water. So just pour that in. And now we can add our butter. And our sugar. This is all on high heat, guys. The next bit, I am going to add a bit of vanilla essence. You will see it's ever such a small amount, but for the people that love cinnamon flavour, you can add half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder in this rather than the vanilla essence if you like, or you can add both. It's completely up to you. So we're going to give that a mix and let it come to a boil. There it is, so it's nicely boiling away. So now I will turn the heat down and add the flour. So turn your heat down right down to its lowest, and you want to give this a good mix, making sure all the dry ingredients is mixed in well, and it's no longer, you can't see any kind of like dry flour in the pan anymore, and it will start to look like a dough. So it will take a bit of time, but don't worry, it will change like this. It's nice and smooth. So that's perfect. So you can switch the gas off now, and you can put this mixture into a container or a bowl. I'm going to use a container because I really want to spread it out so that it cools off quicker. Pop that in. Spatula is probably a good idea to use for this. You can really just spread it out so that the heat will escape from the mixture pretty quick. And what you need to do is you need to let this cool down completely. Make sure it's not even warm or lukewarm, that it is completely cool down, so we can move on to the next stage. So just spread it out nicely to let out all the heat, and we're going to leave that to cool. So now the mixture is completely cool, we can add our eggs to it. So I've got 2 free-range eggs here, and I'm just going to crack that open and pop it in. And as I always say, if you have children with things like this, definitely get them involved. It will take a little bit of time to get all this mixed in well and truly together, so maybe you guys could just sit back and relax while the kiddies do all the mixing here. So initially it will look like it's not going to join almost. It would take a bit of time, at least 10 minutes with this, but definitely use a spatula. So you're just going to push the dough down into the egg to get it mixed pretty well. So now this will be like the second stage. It will look still pretty rough, but keep mixing and you'll see it will smooth out. So here it is, guys, completely smooth. Make sure there is no lumps in there, as you don't want lumpy churros. So here it is, that's all done, ready to be piped. So here is the piping bag. I've prepared that already. There's 2 piping bags I've put together because obviously the mixture is a little bit tough. I don't want it to like pop open whilst we are like frying this. So if you've got a food bag at home, use that, double it up. And if you don't have a nozzle, don't worry about it, just snip the bag at the end and that'll be fine. So I'm just going to use half the mixture first, just to show you guys how it's done. The mixture will start to loosen up once you have it in your hand, because obviously your hand, the palm, gives off a lot of heat and it will just soften up the mixture so it won't feel so tough when you're squeezing it out. So we're just going to massage the mixture downwards and let all the air out of the bag, so it won't cause you any issues. And if you see, when I give it a squeeze, it will slightly come out, and that's perfect. That's just ready to pipe. So let's do this. I've got a small little pan here, and we are going to shallow fry it. You don't need to deep fry it. I've got my plate ready to place my churros in there from the hot oil, and we are ready to go. So what we are going to do is, you can make this whatever size you like, and we're going to use scissors. So every time we squeeze it out, we will snip it away. Squeeze it out and snip. That's the method we will be using. Okay, so the oil is hot. I'm going to make bite-sized churros. I prefer bite-sized, it's just nicer to, you know, grab, dip and eat. So it's about over 1.5 inches. There you go. It's sizzling away. I'm just going to make 3 in there initially, just to show you guys how it's done and we're not rushing. So we're going to let these fry until they are like a golden brown. Make sure you turn them around like this, move them about so they are not overcooked from just one side. There you can see it's already like a nice golden colour. Just going to fry that a bit more. I want the colour a little bit more darker. You can see the colour has changed, and that's perfect for me. So I'm going to take those out, place it on the plate that I have ready for them to drain a little bit. And now I'm going to go with a lot more. and you can see that one there is like 3 inches long, and some others are like 1.5, some are 2. I'm just showing you guys a variety of like sizes of whatever you want to make. This pan is small, but if you have a larger one, obviously you can make the long ones. It's completely up to you. And these look perfect, they're ready to come out. So again, taking them out, letting them drain, and then we can coat them. So here is the sugar. I've just got sugar in the plate, but for the guys who want to use cinnamon, you can add cinnamon to this, about 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons, depending on how much you like cinnamon. With me, I'm going to just leave it as sugar. This is nice and warm. I'm just going to add it into the bowl, coat them. And that's it. That's how they are made, and I can't wait to eat these when I open my fast. So it smells so delicious. Give it a little tap and they look perfect. Okay, next step is making your chocolate dip. So here I have double cream. I'm going to use about 110 milliliters of that. Warm it in the microwave for about 25 seconds and place the chocolate into a different bowl. I've got dark chocolate. You will need to add sugar to this, about 25 grams. But if you use milk chocolate, you won't need to add any extra sugar. All you need is the chocolate and the cream sauce. So we are going to let the chocolate soak for about 20 seconds, and then we are going to start mixing it. If you find that it's still not completely melted, you can just place the plate like this back into the microwave for another 20 seconds and give it a stir, and it should be ready. Here it is, the chocolate dip, easy as that, and it's so lovely and glossy too. Here it is guys, here's your freshly made churros made at home. What a treat. I've enjoyed making these. It's so easy as well, and like I always say, if you have children, definitely get them involved as well, they'll love it. And I can't wait to eat these. I can't wait for my fast to open and have these as a treat. And even if you're not fasting, you can always still make these. So guys, if you have enjoyed watching me make this, don't forget to share the recipe with your family and friends and click the like button. Also leave a comment below, it would be great to know what you guys think. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube food channel. Until next time guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.